So hello Prepsters, Jai Hind. Welcome back to your channel Maths. So this is a new series of video in which I will give you all the information about the SSB interview, that is Service Selection Board. With this new series of videos, I will share my own experience and preparation of the SSB, which will bolster your preparation in the right direction. I will also make special videos by which you will get the clarity on how to clear the stage 1 of the screening test of the SSB, because in this test only the majority of the candidates got rejected and the rejection ratio is 60-70%, which is high. So let's start the video by seeing the different SSB centers in our country. So the SSB is divided into three parts, that is three branches, that is Army, Navy and the Air Force. So there are four SSB centers for Army, 4 for Navy and 4 for Air Force with their respective locations in this image. So let's see further in the video what is this. So in this video I will give you the brief introduction about all the tests, and I will make you assured that you get the clarity in the stage 1, because I with my strategy cleared the stage 1 every time. So I have the capability to tell you what are the tips and the strategy to clear stage 1 successfully. So let's see further in the video what is the SSB, some brief idea about the SSB. So in the image it is written that service selection techniques at SSB. So SSB assesses the personality and the intelligence of the candidate, and the process is spread into over 5 days. So this is divided into 5 days, and then in the further video I am telling you these 5 days. I will divide these 5 days into each and test which are taken in the respective test. The assessment scientifically analyzes each candidate's potential and compatibility before commissioning them into the Armed Forces of India. The interview is mainly an overall assessment of the candidate to gauge his or her potential as a future officers in the armed forces. The test conducted by the SSB aims at selecting individuals with OLQs, that is officers like quality, which I will tell you in detail in my further videos. So don't miss this series, because this is going to be an important one, because I can give you the deep inputs about the SSB. So let's see the day 1, because the SSB is of 5 days. It is spread over 5 days. So I will tell you what is the day 1. So in the day 1, the first test is the intelligence test. First test is the intelligence test. This I have shown you all the slides. So day 1 is like this, OIR. So this is the image. So the day 1 is for the screening test. So I have also previously told you that the SSB is divided into two parts, that is stage 1 and the stage 2. So this is SSB. So it is divided into stage 1 and stage 2. So first of all, you have to clear your NDA written, because I am making the videos for the NDA aspirants. So after clearing the NDA written, you come to the SSB, and in the SSB it is divided into two parts, that is stage 1 and the stage 2. You have to clear the stage 1 to get yourself checked for the stage 2, and after this you will get the recommendation. So now I will tell you about the stage 1. So in the stage 1, first is the intelligence test, that is intelligence test. And next is the PP and DT. So in the intelligence test there are two papers, that is non-verbal reasoning and verbal reasoning. So in the intelligence test you will get the non-verbal and the verbal. It will cover something 50 questions, and this also 50 questions, and you will get the respective time of 27 minutes to solve all these questions. And then comes the PP&DT, that is picture perception and discussion test. First is the story writing. In this story writing, I will cover this in detail in this video only. So wait till the end of the video. So story writing, and then is the discussion test. Then is the discussion test. So first is the intelligence test. After the completion of this test, you will get something half an hour for the PPDT, and then the PPDT will be conducted of all the candidates, and then you have to write a story, and then based on that story you will have a discussion, that is a group discussion like thing. So let's see the day 2. So in the day 1, that is a screening test, that you have to pass this, it compulsory, because stage 1 clearing is compulsory for getting you checked in the stage 2. So stage 1 is intelligence test and the PPDT. In the PPDT there are 2 tests, that is story writing and then discussion test. And in the intelligence test you will have the OIR, that is the officer's intelligence rating, that is non-verbal, OIR non-verbal and OIR verbal. Then comes day 2. So day 2 is day 2 is the SSB psychological test. So in this psychological test, in this there are 4 tests. Number 1 is TAT, that is thematic apperception test. TAT, then VAT, SRT and SD. This whole test takes about 2 hours, and all the tests are conducted in a stipulated amount of time. So I will cover this test in my next videos in detail. So let's see day 3. So day 3 is day 3 is of GTO, that is a ground testing officer. So in this you will get these amount of tests. There are 9 tests. See this. So day 3 and day 4 is for the GTO task, because in this there are many tasks. There are 9 tasks, so it is divided into 2 days. So the day 3 and day 4. So 9 tests are there, which I will cover one by one in great detail in my next videos, because in this video I am telling you that about the day 1. So there are 9 tests, that is GD1 and GD2. In group discussion there are 2 GDs, GD1 and GD2. Then there is a group planning exercise, also known as the military planning exercise. Then is PGT, that is progressive group task, HGT half group task, group obstacle race, that is snake race, lecturate, individual obstacle, command task and the final group task. So this is about the day 3 and day 4, and then you will get your interview. This is the interview, an interviewing officer and a candidate. So the day 4. So the interview is also conducted in these days only, that after the GTO the interview will be conducted, or after a psychological test the interview will be conducted. So in the middle of these days only the interview will be conducted. So in the middle of the 5 days only the interview will be conducted, and this is the interview. And the last day, that is day 5, the conference will be held, in which all the assessors, that something 15 to 16 assessors are there in an SSB center, and that will held the conference. So this is the overview of the SSB. Now talking about the day 1, that is the screening part. So in the screening, you first of all you will face the OIR. First of all you will face what? OIR. This is. So OIR is nothing but your IQ test, officer's intelligence rating. In this you will get non-verbal, in which there are figures related reasoning, and then you will cover verbal. 50 questions each, and the time is 27 minutes each. 27 minutes for this and 27 minutes for this. So in this there are 5 ratings, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the precedence is from top to bottom, that is OIR 1 is the outstanding, then excellent, above average, average, below average. So for getting the selection, you have to get OIR 1 to OIR 2, because these ratings are the one which will guarantee your selection in the stage 2. So next is the PPDT. So this is the PPDT. This is a sheet of a PPDT. In the PPDT, this is another picture perception. First of all, you will be seen in a broad screen a hazy picture in which you have to write a story, around which you have to write a story. You don't have to describe that picture, but you have to write a story around that picture. So picture perception. So by the name of the test, it is very clear that you have to perceive a picture and write a story around it. So you have perceived a picture. Now when you will write the picture, after that you will get 15 to 20 minutes. After that you will hold a GD, group discussion, and your group will consist of 10 to 15 candidates. And in this you have to bring a consensus about the story. Means a single story will be chosen out of the group consensus. मतलब सारे ग्रुप से जो एक स्टोरी होगी, जो कंसेंसस से आई होगी, डिस्कशन से आई होगी, उसको नरेट करेंगे लीडर को अपॉइंट करके. अ लीडर विल बी अपॉइंटेड बाय द ग्रुप इटसेल्फ टू रीड दैट स्टोरी. दैट इज द ग्रुप कंसेंसस स्टोरी. वो ग्रुप की स्टोरी होगी पूरे. सो सबसे पहले आपने पिक्चर देखी, फिर उसके बाद आपने परसीव किया, उसको आपने स्टोरी के रूप में लिखा, फिर उसके बाद आपने डिस्कशन किया, डिस्कशन के बाद आप पे एक फाइनल स्टोरी आई, उसमें आपने फिर लीडर चुना अपने ग्रुप से ही, फिर वो लीडर वो किसको, जो असेसर्स हैं उनको वो नरेट करेगा क्या, स्टोरी को. सो आफ्टर दिस योर रिजल्ट्स विल बी अनाउंस्ड ऑफ द स्टेज 1 एंड many of the candidates cleared the stage 1 successfully and many of the candidates did not. But if you will watch my videos about the stage 1, which I will bringing in the further videos, then I can assure you it will help you in your stage 1 screening. So until then, prepare yourself hard for the SSB and Jai Hind.